What's up, guys? I'm out here shooting a little bit today. It's 0 wind, so it's a perfect day. Instead of going hunting, I wanted to take this opportunity to make damn sure I'm 100% dialed in. Check this out. That is a 90-yard group right there. Look, there's my thumb. YouTubers call that trigger punching. I call it killing the fuck out of shit. What I'm trying to say is, the only target panic I have is when I put my pin on target, I panic because now I gotta clean something and get it out of there before the grizzlies show up. Shooting like Jesus, baby. All right, so here's another good thing about shooting with no wind. This arrow here, I was setting right on 80. This one I cut it 2 yards and it hit perfect. So I may need to also cut 90 and 100 2 yards. I was curious about my sight tape being good or bad, or being 100%, because like I said, I've been shooting in the wind every day, and shooting in the wind mostly messes with your left and rights, but the longer you fight the bow left and right, the more your front shoulder wants to collapse, which causes you to shoot low and cause you to do a lot of crap. But I'm holding steady today, so I think I did have my sight tape off by 2 yards. So left and right your money. So I'm gonna move on up to 70. Keep on checking. I'll show you guys a couple of things I do for long range shooting. Check this out. So that was at 70 right there. So what I was gonna show you is, what I do for anything out past 60, for deer, elk, anything like that, mainly deer, smaller game like not a bear, but a deer, antelope, mule deer, anything that drops. I bring my pin up. So if this was my pin, I bring my pin up the front leg until I hit, let's say the green knock is my pin. I bring my pin up the front leg until I hit the seam right there. When I hit that seam, I bring up just enough to break daylight between this belly line and my pin. And that's where I settle. And squeeze my trigger nice and slow. And the reason why is because for me, it's easier for me to follow that leg up to that corner and come up and let my pin just break the belly line of the deer. And just as soon as I start to see a little daylight between my pin and his belly line, that's when I start pulling through and squeezing the trigger nice and slow, because all deer are going to drop, especially at long distances, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Whether they hear your bow or not, they're going to hear the fletching coming, and right before it hits them, they're going to do that. That's going to put you right in the old blood pumper almost every time. Just a little insight on how I do my long range shooting. Now for black bear, because they don't drop according to all the guys that I've talked to that hunts black bear, I never have. This is my first year. I have it set. And instead of, I have the pin set the same, but instead of just breaking the belly line, I come on up and I give myself about 3 to 4 inches, because I was told they don't drop. And in the early spring, they don't have as much fat. They do have a lot of hair. They don't have as much fat. They were saying you could even go up to the middle of the body. So that's what I've been working on. Old habits are hard to break. I like to settle in just above that belly line, right up that leg, but from all my years of deer hunting. But that's what they're telling me on bears. You go hit that belly, follow that leg up, hit that belly line, go up to the middle. They saying you can aim to the middle of the middle, but I'm not digging that shit. I feel like that's liver and guts, and I ain't trying to track no liver and gut shot bear. That's just me. Oh yeah, I had a couple other things to show you guys too. it goes along with what I do as far as hunt proofing my bow. And I'll show you a couple other things real quick. So I use a lot of black tape. So on my rest here, it has a buckle in there, but I don't trust that buckle to slide. I don't want this moving, getting any longer, no matter what. So I tape it. And then also on my vinyl harness, where my rangefinder is, it just slides over and velcros down. I duct tape, or don't duct tape, I black tape the crap out of it too, because the thing you want to be doing is sneaking up on a deer or a bear or an elk, crawling through some thick stuff, sneaking over some deadfalls, whatever the case, just moving in general, and you reach for your rangefinder and it's done slid around behind your back. Now you're trying to make a bunch of extra movement to figure out where the hell your rangefinder went. While you're doing that, you could be missing your chance. You could be missing your opportunity. So any little extra thing you can do to keep from something going wrong and you missing an opportunity, it's a lot of work, a lot of practice to get in there on an animal like that. You don't want to screw it up because we didn't take the time to just have plan A, B, and C so nothing can go wrong. Here's my 60-yard heart shot. So, oh, I'll show you one more thing too. I just learned this shit today. So check this out. So here's my little hack for my quiver, right? Put that on there. When I get ready to make a shot, I hook this clip right on my side like this. Bam. But for target practice, check out what I figured out today. So this is a shit, I forget what it's called. I think it's a, I forget when I have to look when I get home. I forget what kind of quiver it is. I haven't used one of these before. It's I think it's Trophy Ridge. It's got the little lights on the end of it right there. Push the little button. It's got the green light inside. Push it again, or push the other side, and it's got the green light on that side. Let me see. I think it's a Trophy Ridge, but you push this one and you get lights here. Push this one, you can't really see it, but it lights up inside your quiver so you can see. I don't know the purpose of that, but I guess you could use it if you needed it. But here's a little hack I found, right? So your arrows go in like this. It's a nice quiver. It's got the double attachment here and here, right? So that don't move. But while you're out here shooting, it's a pain in the ass. Click an arrow in. I just figured out you can slide it in that hole right there. Wear that on your side like that, and it ain't coming out. But when you get ready to pull the arrow for your next shot, you just slip it right out, click it on your bow, and there you go. So thought that was kind of cool. Anything to make it easy on me. So it's just a couple other things that I do with black tape to make sure nothing goes. I got everything black tape. Only thing I haven't black taped yet is I got this taped onto my. I got this taped where I got it tied on, so that can't come loose. I don't have this taped yet, and it's already come loose once. I thought I taped it already until a little while ago when it came loose. So I'll show you my baddest little thing I ever built right here. This is what I call my bino cam. So I set my little phone right up in here, like in there, and I got that thing hooked onto my bino harness. Cannot come loose, and if I don't have anybody helping me film, I won't miss the shot. And another cool thing is I can put my phone right in here and have that out in front of me while I'm in new area. And with that setting right here, that puts my phone right here where I can look at it. So I look at my Onyx while I'm tracking in, make sure I'm going where I'm supposed to go. I can use one hand, because you know, you're always trying to, when you got gloves on, you're your fingers never work right, even though you buy gloves for it. But I can literally just pop off this one glove, stick it in my pocket, and I can use my one hand to navigate through my phone. It's my own little invention. It's called the Bino harness. Shit, not the Bino harness. I wish I invented this motherfucker. The Bino cam. That's what I meant to say.